How's it going? This is Tuesday Brew with me, Mr. Tyler Solze, and Loki Amos. How's it going, Mark?
Good evening. Yeah, I'm good, mate. Not bad.
Yeah. We saw a film this week, but we didn't go together, did we?
No, we had a little argument.
Yeah, big falling out.
A little tiff.
Yeah, massive fight. Yeah. You went to a Q&A with Spike Lee. This is BlacKklansman, our review this week. Was he there?
No, it was a live stream from the BFI. I was at Cineworld.
Oh, so he was at BFI.
Yeah, so
and then
we streamed
people
it.
Could ask questions.
No, you could text in Ask Bike on Twitter.
Oh, I see.
I asked a question, I didn't get no response.
Oh,
I was a bit pissed off. I was
it
like,
about
why ask me to ask a question if you're not going to even...
Yeah. Was it about the film?
Yeah. But it's like, those bike, what's your favourite colour?
Yeah. Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're going to review that. I did see it. I saw it on the Friday. Was it Friday? On my own.
Oh yeah. I find it quite therapeutic to go on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the calmness of just not having to talk to someone after. Or not that I fit there.
Whose leg do you grasp when you're excited? Because I missed it.
I booked 2 seats.
Oh, okay.
Bring up my black doll baby cakes. Put it beside me.
Right, we're going to review that, and then what's after that, mate?
We have trailers, news, and Whatcha been up to.
Like
every week, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll just start to remind the viewers.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, mate. If you're ready, let's go.
Where you're like skin as a hat, cat, dog. I showed nothing podcast related, but I showed my daughter a picture.
Are we recording now?
It's still recording.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, go on. So, go on.
I don't know why. Just sitting there stroking your dog made me think of. I was trying.
Did you just say you could wear your own skin as a hat for the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, she could.
It's a pug, you know. So
she got way too much skin.
Look at that.
Did you like a haircut?
Yeah, it's got like this line tame now.
Yeah, I pretty much shaved her whole body and just left her
line mane.
head.
Sorry, not tame.
Line mane, yeah. David Attenborough.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
No, so basically I was trying to distract my son. I went away this weekend, as you know.
Oh, camping trip, yeah.
That's one of the reasons we didn't go together.
Yeah, I went on BlacKklansman. I went Friday night, and you were putting up a tent in the rain.
I was camping, getting my old fires going.
Yeah.
I don't know what get fires going with my family. Forget nearly every bit of camping equipment you need. You know, we had a blow-up bed. One had a puncture in it.
Was this the ones off eBay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I can't find no puncture in it, but
mate, get in there, put it in a swimming pool. It's fun where the air comes out.
I live in a flat.
Okay.
Anyway, basically, I was out for dinner. I was trying to distract my son, who was getting a bit like, how can I say,
antsy.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, look at these dogs. Look at these dogs, and I was showing the girls at the same time.
Yeah.
I showed one of my kids because which we want to get a dog when we get a house. So look, different puppies.
Don't get a pug.
No.
Nothing but trouble, mate.
Oh, she's all right.
Yeah, it's the vet bills. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, so I showed them this dog.
Yeah.
I showed them a boxer, which we really like.
Are you talking about pictures of dogs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, German Shepherds.
Oh, so they can pick a dog?
Yeah, I've shown them different ones.
Oh, mate, they're going to remember that. You're going to have to get a dog.
No, because my oldest keeps going, can we get one like Nanny's? No, I don't want to.
What's that, a beagle?
No, I don't know what it is. It's like beagle, kind of skinny.
Looks like a lemon beagle. That's what it looks
it's like tall.
Oh, it's tall.
It's like a...
Foxhound?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't want one.
No.
But anyway, I showed him one that's this fluffy ball of fluff.
Right.
My daughter
Pomeranian?
It's so like that. You couldn't see his ears. My daughter went, that ain't a dog, that's a cat. I was like, good girl. At least you know not to get a stupid little dog. Anyway, back onto a film.
Oh, mate, I thought you were going into like a link.
No, it wasn't. So, peg it. No, we're just going to go into the BlacKkKlansman.
I thought you were going to say something like, oh, yeah, this dog.
Basically, I don't expect you to keep this bit. But,
no, I'll keep it.
I was just more like, just tell you.
I'm not going to edit any of this. I was going to, at the beginning, I was going to say, welcome to the first live streaming Tuesday Brew podcast, just so you didn't make any mistakes.
Oh, yeah. And then I just gone on kind of talked about dogs and puppies and shit like that.
Did you like BlacKkKlansman?
Some of it I really enjoyed.
That's a big pause.
Yeah, some of it I really enjoyed. I thought it was too political for me.
Right.
It got a little bit over the top for me, that part.
Okay.
But, overall, I enjoyed it. It was okay film.
Yeah.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film. It's a political film. He's done. What did he do? Malcolm X. He's done. Most of his films are political, right?
Yeah. Until you try to ruin Old Boy.
Oh, he made Old Boy.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, that was not as good.
Yeah. And Inside Man.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was a good film.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
That was a good film.
I liked it. There was funny stuff.
Yeah.
It was a cool looking film.
Yeah. They John David Washington, who plays Ron Stallworth.
Oh, do you know what? We didn't see Equalizer 2. We talked about that. So instead we saw was it Christopher Robin?
Christopher Robin.
But this week we're seeing Denzel's son, right? That's Denzel Washington's son?
I don't know.
No, mate, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. I was
Really?
kind of double checking. No, it's his son, yeah.
I don't know it's his son. He's
Yeah.
really good in Ballers.
Yes.
I like him in Ballers.
Yeah.
That's the Dwayne Johnson, The Rock TV series.
Yeah. He was really good in this.
Yeah. He's good in it, definitely. Yeah. And I enjoyed him. I thought he's held his own.
Yeah. So we talk about. Shall I say what it's about?
Yeah, go on.
You're better at synopsis than me. Basically, it's a BlacKkKlansman, Spike Lee. It's a true story, but it really isn't. I'll talk about that later because there's a lot of dramatical effect. Artistic license.
So you got to do it a little bit.
Of course, you got to make a movie. Yeah, and this guy Ron Stallworth, was it? Real life cop, goes undercover. He's a black guy. He goes undercover and becomes a member of the Ku Klux Klan back in the 1970s, right?
Yeah.
Of course, he doesn't. He's just on the phone, and it's actually a white cop who plays him.
Yeah.
So they're both playing the same undercover character.
Flip Zimmerman.
Flip Zimmerman, played by Adam Driver.
Yeah, he's good.
He's always good, isn't he?
Yeah.
What was the last thing I saw him in? I think that was with you.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, no, something else.
Lucky Logan.
Lucky Logan, yeah, he was good in that. Yeah, as a one-armed thief. Yeah. Sorry, we're talking and we're looking at the screen. Because we like to have all the characters up and the actors' names.
Yeah.
It's just gone off. Is that my phone died then?
Don't know.
Yeah,
it's doing something.
Phone's died.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, mate. Get it up on yours.
You're really good at your phone, keeping it charged, mate.
Oh, it's rubbish, that phone.
No, yeah, so go on. So
Yes.
he's basically a black cop who is on the phone, and
Yeah.
Adam Driver's character is
And
the
so far, that's pretty much
live
what
version
really
of it.
happened. That was a true story. I like the style of it. I mean, you know about cameras. Is it 35mm? It's very long takes, long shots.
I would say so, yeah.
Very 70s.
I think it looked great.
Yeah.
And
Had a grain, like a
yeah.
old style.
To give it that 70s look,
70s
I reckon.
feel. Yeah.
It's what I enjoyed, as I say, I enjoyed a lot of it, but there's certain stuff that I was kind of like,
Okay, political stuff. Go on.
like
Is this because you're a big fat white racist?
yeah. I'm part of the member of the KKK. No, the KKK.
You don't like politics, do you?
No, they're fucking. I don't want to say, the KKK are really bad fucking retarded motherfuckers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can say
A
that.
lot of redneck, fucking
Yeah.
hillbilly, brother and sister, husband, wife
Oh,
relationships.
inbred? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
They're all just fucked up.
Yeah.
All right.
So they were the bad guys. They were the
Yeah.
villains in this film.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not many films where they're the heroes, apart from that one that was actually featured in the film. So the political stuff you didn't like.
Yeah, I've got no problem with it. I find what I don't like about it, I feel like they push it a little bit too much to try to go, this is real life. I come to the cinema to escape from the real world, because not just me, like everybody's life, you have some dark days,
Yeah.
and I don't read the news, apart from movie related stuff, because it's depressing as it is.
It is, yeah.
And to hear more of it just pisses me off. So when I go to a film, you kind of go into this new world and you kind of watch this and you get immersed into the characters and the plot and the look and the feel of the film and emotions, get up and down. So when you get this kind of film that they push all this, the white KK, white power, then black power, and white power, black power. I kind of get a bit bored.
Well, we've obviously got racism in this country.
Yeah.
most of the racism I experienced was in the media would have been football, basically. We're not as black and white as America. America is literally one of the most black and white countries. But yeah, you enjoy it because it's in the 70s, but then you're reminded a lot that it's still as rife as ever, especially in the States.
Because they kept showing the August 2000.
Yeah, this is spoilers now. Should we do spoilers?
Might as well, because
it's hard to talk about without it. But yeah, they did real life footage of Charlottesville,
which is harsh, man.
And Trump. This happened at the end of the film.
I really wanted to write a question to
Spike
Lee, just saying, how this film throughout, there'd be scenes where I was laughing out loud. Then I was, on edge of seat. Why are they going to get caught? Yeah. And then there's that sickening feeling, when you see what people have done to each other. The language
of the KKK in their meetings was difficult to listen to for me. Imagine being a black guy in the cinema. That's hard. Yeah. Well, they're used to a lot of it.
Yeah, exactly.
They did real life footage, the news footage of that woman, the anti-fascist woman protesting against the white supremacist who got killed. Run her over, didn't they? And they showed that car.
All them people.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, and you just think
so. You leave the cinema pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, right? Because I think what he's done, he's given you this movie, and I remember from the first point in that what's his name, John David Washington, picks up the phone. Yeah, goes Ron Stallworth. Yeah, I want to draw no cake. I laughed out loud. I thought this is brilliant. This is going to crack me out, and I enjoyed it, and I liked how he had his afro, all nice and trimmed, and he was a bit ambitious, and he wanted to work into the police and get higher up. Yeah, he always wanted to be a cop.
The first ever Colorado Springs is where it's set. First ever black police officer, which is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. So you kind of like, oh great, So you're seeing this kind of story of this guy, and he's told he wants to go undercover. Yeah. And he goes into the Black Panther movement? Corey Hawkins.
He was great. There were great performances in this film, but mate, he'd give Martin Luther King a run for his money. His speech he did. Yeah. I know he didn't write it, but he was amazing.
What, the real bloke?
No, the real bloke, but the guy who played him, Corey Hawkins, is the
bloke from Straight Outta Compton.
He did a great job. That speech was amazing.
Because when he first come on scene, I was
all the power to all the people.
Is he too young? I kept thinking, is he young to be doing this?
He does look young, doesn't he?
Yeah, but then when he gets going, you're like, okay, yeah. And you can kind of see a lot of his points, but then a bit like the main character, he was saying, I don't agree with everything he's saying. Yeah. And I think a lot of it was to rile up the crowd.
The cop, he went to this with a wire, didn't he? Yeah. He went to this meeting, a black student union, wasn't it? The local university, Colorado University, and he doesn't agree with the sort of violence that this guy's spreading, right? No. But he meets the love interest.
Yeah, in that same scene when he goes to the student meeting, Patrice, played by Laura Harrier.
Right, tell me this: have you got her up?
Yeah.
Is she is it Liz from Spider-Man: Homecoming?
Yes,
it's hard because she hasn't got an afro in there, and she's got a huge afro in this. It looks great.
She's the daughter of the Vulture.
Yeah. So and she had glasses on, so I thought that really looks like her.
Yeah.
Same actress. She was good.
She was good. Yeah, I liked her.
Yeah.
I thought she was good.
She's anti-cop.
Yeah.
Right?
And it was just hard for Ron because
he's a cop. He has to keep it secret, doesn't he?
And when he does eventually tell her, he said, "I've wanted to be a police officer all my life." Yeah. You want me to quit that because you don't believe it. Which you see his point. He's in this like situation. He's trying to he's falling for this girl while he's supposed to be working, and then eventually he wants to make her happy, but he doesn't want to leave what makes him happy. Yeah. So it's hard. And
he gets offended because it sort of mirrors the racism, doesn't it? Because of the horrible words the Ku Klux Klan use for black people. She calls all cops pigs, doesn't she? And he doesn't like it.
Yeah. But, he's like police officers.
Cops.
Officers of the law, Yeah.
But shall I talk about this now? The true story stuff?
Yeah, why not?
Because she's kind of right to call them pigs and hate them. Because at the time, this I found this really hard. This is going to be hard to talk about, I think, on the podcast. But, I'm not clever, but I guarantee I know a bit more about the counterintelligence program than a lot of people going to see this film.
Yeah.
That's why it was hard to watch, because I've got a History Channel, I read books, I watch the news. Counterintelligence program was set up in the 50s, I think. FBI, basically, they were the same guys who tried to bring down Martin Luther King, who illegally wiretapped him, dug up all this dirt on him. They're a horrible group of people. And it went on for a couple of decades, I think.
Okay.
And you only hear about these files now when they came out. That's why this Ron Stallworth story is out now.
Yeah.
Because you're finally hearing all this horrible stuff they did to... that basically they infiltrated any sort of domestic anti-government sort of group like the Black Panthers, KKK. KKK. So it was hard for me to watch a film where you're rooting for this black guy who's part of this counterintelligence program.
Yeah.
And then they're the same group of people that tried to take down Martin Luther King and did horrible stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think a lot of people knew that who watched this film.
No.
Yeah. So
I don't read books, though.
No.
I don't watch
enough.
the History Channel.
I don't. Well, it weren't I ain't got the History Channel. I don't know what it was. But you must remember, like, I can't remember what year it was. They brought out all this information. You know, they unsealed all these files from the FBI.
Yeah.
And during the 50s, 60s, 70s, I think it ran for like 30 years. They did all this horrible shit. You know, they broke the law. They used to break into people's houses. They used to set up like false flag events to try and bring down, what they thought were communist groups. But it was weird. This guy is part of this counterintelligence program, and you're rooting for him, but you're also thinking, if you're me, you're thinking, well, this is fucking horrible. The true story is a lot of this didn't happen. I don't think.
What do you think did happen out of it? Do you think he did infiltrate the KKK?
Yeah, I think all that's true. I'd have to look it up.
Yeah.
But certain things like, he went Jewish, that guy. They just made him Jewish.
Adam Driver's character.
Yeah, Adam Driver, who played Ron Stallworth face to face, didn't he? Ron Stallworth, the black guy, did all the phone stuff. I think he really did speak to David Duke, Grand Wizard, and all that. But yeah, he got a white cop to play him, which was fucking dangerous. Didn't you think?
Yeah.
I was nervous throughout because I don't know the story.
Because it's like, why didn't you just pass it on and say, get him to do the next phone call and say he had a sore throat or something, Because
they have to kind of match each other's voices. Because Ron Stallworth's on the phone talking to the KKK, and then he has to go meet them in person.
Yeah.
The white guy. So they made him Jewish, just so they even said it. So he'd have skin in the game.
Yeah.
Because obviously KKK are anti-Jewish as well.
So you think they've just done it to have skin in the film? Skin
in the film, yeah. So the filmmakers made Adam Driver
Jewish,
play a Jew. So yeah, he was also, I don't know.
Because didn't they mention something about what's this? Was it? So I might be getting films confused. Something about Jews running Hollywood. We know that a lot of Jewish people are
big shots in Hollywood. Yeah.
But did they mention that in this film?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. KKK always going on about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see half of them, all right, and they're just fucking stupid.
They're so dumb. There's a guy, I had him on TV. I'm really sorry. I was wrecking my brain. The overweight guy.
Yeah,
in the KKK. Yeah. He was in I, Tonya.
Yeah, he was.
And he played the thickest shit. One of the guys contracted to injure.
The figure skater.
Figure skater, yeah. But he plays the same role in this. He plays this dumb as fuck.
But he done that in
member.
I, Tonya.
Yeah.
You see the guy he's supposed to play, who he portrayed in the film at the end.
Yeah,
and he's very similar, him. The mannerisms and stuff.
Yeah. Do you know why I like him? Because when I watch him, I don't think he's an actor.
Yeah.
I feel like they've got this guy in who can hardly walk straight, but he plays it perfectly, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
plays like a fat, drunk KKK member.
Yeah, his name's Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah, mate, I'll pronounce that for you. Oh yeah, Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah.
Right, he was in I can't remember what it's called now. You have to scroll down see what TV series he's in.
He's in TV show, right?
And I loved it.
Kingdom.
Yeah. About UFC fighting.
That's
he was really good in it, and he played this like dumb bloke.
Oh, good. So he's got that down. He's typecast as a dumb bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a great face for it.
Yeah, so I didn't mind him. I liked him, and his he just He's just come across, as you say, thick as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, drank too much. You know, running around trying to be... Is it Felix he was working with all the time?
Felix, yeah.
And his wife, who fucking both proper racist.
They're so dumb.
She really wanted to be involved with him, you know.
Yeah.
But they got this weird relationship.
Well, of course, they're sexist as well.
Yeah.
It's the 70s plus they're, KKK, so they're anti-women's rights. That was another group that the counter... I think it was Co-Intel Pro. I think they shortened the name. But they infiltrated women's activist groups, women's rights.
Yeah.
So they fucked up a lot of people's lives. And now we're supposed to root for them in this film. Anyway.
Do you think because they're basically trying to focus on this black character and trying to make you be a bit more for the political side to go, hold on a minute, this is way...
Yeah, you've got to root for this guy, haven't you? But I think in real life, he infiltrated like Black Power movement as well. Yeah,
because he obviously carried on working there, but they got rid of this, didn't they? They said at the end, none of this happened. You can't mention. Yeah, you can't mention this to anyone.
Oh yeah, no,
they're like, hold on a minute, we've worked hard. He goes, well, you just got to think there was no burning crosses put up while he was.
No, it was a success, wasn't it? They didn't. They weren't able to burn any crosses while he was undercover.
I like the fact that people were always going, look at you, think you're Mr. Big Shot, always not believing him, and he ends up working with Adam Driver, and then you can kind of see Adam Driver's character changing to, hold on a minute, we need to carry on doing more and more and more and getting more involved, and wants to follow the lead of John David Washington's character, Ron. So it was
because at first he didn't want to risk his life just to stop a few cross burnings, but he got quite emotionally involved by the end.
Yeah.
And he nearly got outed, didn't he?
Yeah.
One of the guys at the ceremony, KKK ceremony, near the end, recognised him as a police officer, and it's quite tense.
But how
Oh, there was a bomb plot. We can say that, can't we? This is spoilers. That never happened in real life.
No. You can't set the wife to do it.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see, because there is a website you can go to where you can see what
fact check.
Yeah,
films?
against each character and who was there, because sometimes they roll certain characters into one.
Well, this is also based. I think the film's based on a memoir of the real Ron Stallworth, which is obviously his version of facts of the counterintelligence program in the 70s.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about the ending. I think I know why you were quite sad coming out of it. Because say you watch something like Steve McQueen's film, 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah.
That was hard to watch, right?
Yeah.
But you can kind of distance yourself from it because it was 100 years ago, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, well, a long time ago. This was 70s, which is closer, which is uncomfortable. But then, right at the end, they put the Trump news footage on. They put the Charlottesville news footage on. And Heather Hay, I think it was, got killed. And they bring it right up to date. This shit's still going on.
And that's where I think it as you say, it makes a bit sick to your stomach. You can this shit still goes on. What's wrong with fucking people?
There was a scene where a couple of the main characters get stopped by the racist cop.
Yeah.
And that's in the news all the time. That still goes on.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason they showed it. Saying that this happened back then. Maybe it didn't happen, but they want to kind of put it in people's
make it more relevant
mind. And say this still happens. People, pardon me. People get stopped. And black people get harassed.
A huge disproportion, isn't there, with the amount of black guys getting stopped in America. Every time I've been to America, I've been pulled over, right? Because I'm British and I speed, because our speed limits are higher than America. That's why I'm pulled over.
And we're rebellious. We don't give a fuck about the law. Fuck them.
And I speed over here. But I'm always worried because they're all tooled up, aren't they? Our police don't have guns. They're all packing, so you're always a bit nervous. But if I was black, I'd be fucking terrified.
Mate, I got pulled over.
In America?
Yeah. I think I was driving. Well, I wasn't driving. The wife was driving, all right? And she always moaned at me when I was driving. Slow down. Yeah. You're going too fast. It's
because you're late. You're always late.
Yeah. And then she was driving. She got pulled over by a cop.
That's brilliant.
Right? And he's asking to see her.
Can we say your wife is an ex-cop, right?
Yeah. So did
she have a badge
I'm
on
laughing. No, she didn't.
Okay.
And I'm laughing at her again, she's like, "That's not funny, Mark." And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Just, say I'm sorry, officer. I didn't mean to. Push your boobs up.
Yeah.
Look at me. All right.
Did it work?
No, she didn't do that. She told me to fuck off.
Did you push your boobs up?
I did try against the window and my face,
Yeah.
But he got out and he started talking to us, and he's opening his gun. I got this rifle. I got an AK. I was like,
what?
Fuck me, mate. Show me his guns. You like that.
They love their guns.
Thanks, mate. I've got kids in the car. Can I go?
Fucking hell. Was this California when you went to?
Yeah, I think I was on the way from, LA to. I went up to Death Creek Valley.
Oh, okay.
And went up that way to Vegas. So I think that's on the way there.
All right.
So, yes.
Yeah, but it is scary, isn't it?
Yeah. So as you say, being black.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
just do what they say. Just do what the cops say.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
People make it worse for themselves. Not just black people, but white people as well. Who's just, I ain't done nothing. I ain't done. Fair enough. Just
just don't die.
Don't get yourself shot for it.
I always assume that cop could be a crazy person.
Yeah.
Because there's
some are going to be trigger happy, and some are going to be nervous and fucking panic. The first thing they do is going to pull their weapon.
Yeah, if he told me not to move, I wouldn't move a fucking muscle.
Yeah, my wife always said that she was glad they'd never done the gun law over here, armed officers over here.
Yeah,
because of that same kind of reason. You kind of think you wouldn't want, because you would have trigger happy cops.
Yeah,
and not because they want to go and kill someone. It's because they're panic or something like that. Which I think is true. What would you do if you had to point a gun at someone?
Yeah, it's a nervous situation.
Yeah, you're like, oh, fuck.
We're getting very political this week.
Yeah, and I hate fucking political stuff. I was sitting there watching the Q&A, and I had to pay extra to go and see this.
I was going to bring this up at the beginning. I was sick, so I couldn't go with you. It was an unlimited screening.
Yeah.
So I assumed that means it's not coming out at Cineworld. But it did. It came out the following Friday.
Yeah, it came out, yeah.
So why did we... Because we've done a few, haven't we? Why do we go to unlimited screenings if it's going to come out anyway?
They all come out. It just comes out at earlier release.
Just so you can see it sooner.
So basically, that was filmed, and BFI had it on, and they done live streaming. Of the Q&A.
Yeah. But you go because do you go for the Q&A, or do you go because
I went for that and the Q&A.
Okay.
I love hearing about directors' work and stuff like that, and I like a lot of his films. I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he does, and the way he's always talking about this kind of political stuff. That's his choice, though. That's what he does. That's what he's happy with. Good on him, and he hates Trump. You can hear the way he talks about him.
Oh, mate.
Call him something Captain Orange or something. Calls him Trump.
My problem with him goes beyond this. What colour he is?
Yeah.
Not Spike Lee. I'm talking about Donald Trump being orange.
Yeah. But before you, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
I was just going to say. So you basically go there to see it earlier.
Yeah.
And hear the Q&A. I got a bit annoyed with Q&A.
Yeah.
Because.
Was it before or after the film?
It was after.
Oh, so you're already depressed from all the
so I had
sharks.
to pay £6 for this film. To go see it. Which really annoyed me because I played it in front of me.
Do I owe you £6? You must have booked mine.
I don't worry about that.
The guy in front of you.
He didn't have to pay £6. I was like, hold on a minute, mate. I said, I'm unlimited as well. Why did I pay £6? It's like, oh, he gets it from his bank. I'm like, hold on a minute. I'm part of Cineworld. I'm a Cineworld member. He's a Barclays Bank fucking toff, whatever his name is. Why is he getting in free and I've got to pay an extra £6, you fucking wankers?
Oh.
So anyway, I reluctantly went on my way into the film, watched the film. People were getting up and leaving. Right? And
during the Q&A?
I was like, hold on a minute, mate. He's talking about all this, political, racist stuff, and you're a white man getting up. You just look like you don't give a fuck.
That does look bad.
Yeah. So I saw you, dickhead. What are you doing? I wouldn't have left either way. I got annoyed. There was another American woman started talking about political stuff with him, and he's like, and the host was like, "Have you actually got a question here? Because you're talking about the KKK is not in your home area." And Spike Lee's like, "Yes, it is." And you're like, "I don't need this shit. It's not what I want to hear. I'd love to hear about maybe where you got the idea from the films, or when you got given the memoirs." Or
I'd ask them about the music.
Yeah,
they had this theme running through. It's like a 70s waka waka. They did Superfly, they referenced it, and Shaft, a bit like that. And it reminded me of the score of Luke Cage, season 1. I haven't seen much of season 2.
Oh, don't bother.
Okay. But did you love that sort of...
Yeah, it's good.
And the cars look great. Yeah.
I loved all the old reference to like Shaft, Coffee.
Yeah.
Pam Grier and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was quite cool.
We watched all them films when we were younger.
So it's nice seeing stuff like that, and it kind of gives you like, this is cool, I like this. And it just shows you he does have great first knowledge for film.
Spike Lee. Did you like the dolly at the end coming down the corridor
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's done that. What did he? I think that.
He done it in Inside Man.
Yeah.
He talked about that.
Oh, did he?
He talked about that, saying that's kind of like not his.
Yeah, the main character, Washington and
not Pam Grier.
Pam Grier's not in it. Patrice, the character.
Patrice,
Yeah, they're both guns up and they go towards this flaming cross out the window.
Yeah.
And they do it. The sort of dolly. Spike Lee's famous for it.
Because they sit on the
what
dolly
are
and they
standing on skateboards?
Yeah, no, standing on the dolly and they kind of just move it.
It looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look great because you obviously get this kind of movement
and
of
the music kicks
scene
in, great
behind
music.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but yeah, he spoke about that. So it's not he didn't come up with that.
No,
someone else did, but it's come his signature move. You know, he used it in all of his films.
Yeah,
and
I can't believe I forgot he did.
Yeah, Clive Owen was there.
Oh, was he?
Q&A.
Yeah.
And he said, Clive's been on it, Clive's done it,
yeah.
Inside Man. Started talking. Stuff like that was cool to know, I was interested in that. Hearing about, little things they come up with or where he saw that. And,
I like, Denzel's been in a lot of his film, Inside Man, Malcolm X. And he's got his son. I quite like that. Yeah.
And I like the fact a lot of people go in not knowing who he is.
Oh, yeah. I didn't actually... I think I knew before the film, but only recently I found out.
I didn't click, Washington. I just thought, another
common name.
Yeah, but I didn't think.
We'll probably go home and read that he's not his son.
Yeah, no, I did look.
Adam's a dick.
Okay. I had to question you. No, but I thought he was good. I enjoyed him. I think it's good to have actors like that in, who are not like, famous,
famous because of their parents. Yeah.
No, he's been in Malcolm X himself. But he must have been a boy.
I remember him from, Ballers, like you say. But, should we rate this film in a minute?
Yeah.
I want to say to people, it's got great music, it's a great story, good characters.
Yeah.
It's a funny film with some horrible, dark, racist stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it says it's a true story. Just go and watch it, but just know it's not a true story.
And
if you're bothered,
based off it, I think.
I know I seem like I'm a bit bothered about the whole Counter Intel Pro, whatever they called it. It's not a true story, but I'd definitely give this a thumbs up from me.
Yeah, I'll get a thumbs up as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, as I say, if I can't not give it a thumbs up, if I went and enjoyed the film, I enjoyed the film. Mm-hmm. I'm not a political person, so I don't enjoy that.
But you're anti-racist, right? Yeah. Let's just say this, we're both...
Yeah.
We're not political, but we're not... It's disgusting.
Yeah,
KKK
we
stuff.
hate that shit, you know, and the cinematography was great, the acting was great. I enjoyed it, and definitely a thumbs up from me.
Thumbs up, so thumbs up from both of us. 2 thumbs up.
Great.
Okay, mate. Mate, so trailers, just to adjust my mic, so better. The Outlaw King.
It was good.
Yeah? Right, we were just talking about true stories. Now they're not true. First thing this thing said, based on a true story. And I was like, here we go. Robert the Bruce, right?
Yeah. As soon as they say Robin, I was thinking, the first person I think
Robert.
Robert, I thought he said Robin.
Oh, so you're thinking Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, I was Robin Hood. Kevin Costner's back. Somewhere. Don't know where. No.
They are remaking that. Have you seen? Taron Egerton? It looks shit, but It's going
to be one of those films that people are like, yeah, it's going to be really good. And when you watch it, you'd be like...
Do you remember Prince of Thieves growing up?
Yeah.
I fucking love that film. They have his accent, didn't they? His English accent.
Yeah.
You don't care about that when you're... How old were we? Fucking 10 or something?
Yeah, 9.
But yeah, The Outlaw King. Did you think it looked good?
Yeah, it does look good. Chris Pine's good. I like it. I like him.
He sounds Scottish.
Yeah.
Not that I can really judge a Scottish accent, but
he doesn't speak a lot in it.
No, he's quite quiet.
Maybe that's probably because he's ain't that great.
He's got limited a vocal range of Scottish accent.
I'm not even going to try to do a Scottish accent because I sound like a prick. But
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce.
No, you're shit. It looked good. It looked very Game of Thrones, Battle of the Bastards. Do you remember that episode?
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That
with Ramsay Bolton versus Jon Snow. Still my favourite episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, great.
It looked like this. It was a good line. Was it something like, we got 50 men to take on the strongest army in the world?
Yeah.
At the time, which was the English coming up from the south. It looks good. It looks very Braveheart.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah?
Yeah, got that Braveheart feel to it, you know.
Braveheart,
follow this one
film.
man. He's going to, you know, defy all odds.
Yeah.
I like that kind of shit.
I love the Braveheart.
And it looks violent and it looks like it's going to be proper.
Yeah, I hope so. And then it's Netflix.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, it's on my telly then. I'm thinking, yeah, it's on my telly then. You're thinking, it's not the cinema.
Yeah, yeah. I think films like that need to be on a big screen.
Yeah, but it said, didn't it? What did it say?
Selected cinemas. So it would be selected cinemas would be nowhere fucking near you.
Yeah.
So you got to pay 20 quid to get on the train to go up to London and go and see it. Or watch it on Netflix where you already pay.
Yeah.
You know, so
I think maybe I'm agreeing with you now. That sort of film would be great on the big screen.
Yeah. Certain films you can't go and get away with it. You know, that are okay on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, that should be on big screen. You know,
Yeah.
you're going to have Martin Scorsese's new film coming out on Netflix.
Is that going to be on
Yeah, The
selected cinemas?
Irishman's going to be on Netflix, probably selected cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, films like that, you kind of go... And same with Hold the Dark, which we've got a trailer for.
Oh, we'll do that one next year.
Which kind of go, that deserves to be on the big screen. But it's another Netflix film, you know.
But then one thing I said about this trailer was it's very Battle of the Bastards, very Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I've been watching that on my telly, Game of Thrones, and I'm quite happy watching that
it's
on my
good
telly.
on there. But that would have looked great.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
They did a special thing last year where you could watch Game of Thrones
Did
episodes
they?
on the big screen.
If you've got a dragon, it should be on a big screen, right? Yeah.
Oh, well, it depends what film you are.
Yeah.
Dragonheart, maybe not.
Yeah.
Can I say something about Chris Pine?
Go on.
Right, every time I see Chris Pine...
Aragon? That's a dragon film.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt, go on.
Yeah.
Every time you see Chris Pine...
All I think of is Thunderbirds.
What do you mean?
My wife
He's
put
in
it in my
Thunderbirds.
head. No, he's not. She said he looks like a Thunderbird.
He does.
Right? And when I see him with a beard and looking like that, I think of the Team America when they put the fake disguise on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't stop laughing.
Oh, shit.
You know?
She's made me think of that now.
No, mate.
He does look like a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they'd done a live action one, he'd be great in it. He's got that look. You know.
Well, they
he's
did do a live
good-looking
action with kids. Do you remember?
No.
Ben Kingsley, I think, played the Mask, whatever he's called, the baddie.
Ben Kingsley's a great actor, but...
Oh, no, it's rubbish. Yeah. Forgettable film.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know.
I think Busted did the theme tune. That's how good the film was.
What, down in the year 3000 or something?
Yeah, a bit like that. Yeah, let's talk while I eat this biscuit. Let's talk about Hold the Dark trailer. What do you think?
Mate, I think this could be one of the best films that Netflix brings out.
You mentioned this. Was it last week before? The style of it. How did you see the style of it? Did you see a teaser trailer?
I saw some images.
Okay.
I haven't seen a teaser trailer, just saw some images and on-set photo kind of thing. And I think because of his previous work on Blue Ruin and Green Room, and if you've not seen those films, you're completely missing out. You know, they're great. This director...
They are stylish, aren't they?
Yeah. I love his work. You know, I've not seen all his work. There's something like... I've not seen Murder Party.
Right.
But I've seen his other two films, Blue Ruin and Green Room.
Yeah.
Which are fantastic films.
They're great.
Right? This director, I wrote this after seeing Blue Ruin, I think it was, and I said, this is a director one to watch. You know, I think this bloke, he's got this great eye for film. You know, his colour palette.
I was going to say colour, because that's what we saw Green Room together, didn't we? Colours in that are brilliant.
A lot of people are saying, "Oh, is your third film going to have a colour to it in its title?" And he's like, "No."
Do you know, I've just realised that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been waiting for this film.
What would you call this? White something. Yes. This is a film about wolves,
snowy angels. I don't know.
And wolves and basically the local
town and
Native American tribe rituals.
Like the first image of the bison on the road.
Yeah,
just looked great. I was like, you see, he's obviously got something. An eye for this, you know. You know, I said that to Migo. I'm bigging up this director massively because I think it's great.
Jeremy Saulnier.
You know, and he's going to go into bigger things. And this film definitely deserves to be on the big
trailer
screen.
Was great. It was freaky. The sound was freaky, wasn't it?
And it's got the bloke from Westworld in it.
Yeah, it's going to say Jeffrey Wright.
Do you think it's a robot in this?
You just ruined Westworld for everyone.
Spoiler.
He's great in Westworld. He was great as Felix Leiter in my favourite Bond film, Casino Royale. But I love him. I think he's a great actor. And he's in this. He's got sporting a big old beard.
he fits that tone nicely.
Yeah.
You know?
Who I also like. Yeah, sorry, mate. Who I also like. James Badge. That's it. Did you see Pacific? It was like the...
Was that the war film after...
Yeah, remember Band of Brothers was like Europe.
Yeah.
Pacific was like, with the Japanese.
Yeah. I saw it a long time ago.
He was great in that, and I thought he'd be in everything. And I haven't really seen him in much, apart from, I think it was in Iron Man 3, as one of them volcano men. Do you remember? Yeah, but he looks good in this, and also one of the Skarsgårds, Alexander Skarsgård.
I like Skarsgård.
Yeah.
And I even liked him in Tarzan.
Yeah.
You know,
he's got a bit of a hunch, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is he one of those tall people?
Tall,
yeah, is that what it is? I used to have a boss who had a permanent sort of like ducking under a doorway, under a beam.
The last film I saw of his was
Duncan Jones, yeah.
And he was in Duncan Jones's Mute film.
Yeah. Which wasn't a great film, but he was good. Alexander Skarsgård.
I thought he could have been better. If I was
did
honest.
you?
Yeah, I thought he needed a bit more because being a character.
Are you going to say more to say? Because he's mute, right?
Yeah, because he can't talk. I think your expressions need to be. You know, some actors, their expressions are just like...
You need to emote more.
Yeah. You need that. And that's all I felt. Not that I hate him or nothing like that.
No.
And I felt like it was just...
Mate, did you see Big Little Lies talking about hating on him?
No.
Watched it with my wife, whole series. They're going to do another series. You'd hate him if you watched that. Not as an actor, but he's a bastard. He's a wife-beating arsehole, and he plays it really well. Yeah, but I'll definitely see that. This, again, is Netflix, but instead of saying... selected cinemas. This said only on Netflix.
Yeah.
So does that make you a bit sad?
Yeah, it's a shame.
Great for me, mate. I can lay down and watch it.
That would definitely be one that we're going to review. So it's coming out September. So that's one that I'm definitely going to want to review.
So we're going to do that as a podcast, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I think seeing films at cinema and reviewing is great, but certain films like that, I think deserves to be recognised and pushed even more.
Yeah.
You know, because I know it said from the director of Green Room and Blue Ruin, all right? But, a lot of people have not seen that.
Yeah. You know? And Blue Ruin, I never saw cinema. I think I saw that at home.
It's Malcolm Blair. Is it Malcolm Blair?
Yeah.
He works with him a lot. I think he's in this as well.
Okay.
So they work together quite a lot.
Yeah, it's like Macon. Yeah, we're shit at names. Yeah. Any other trailers you see this week? Can I just say, we reviewed a trailer, I think it was last week, Happy Time Murders, the Muppets, Melissa McCarthy thing. And I was like, give it a chance, might be some funny bits. And you were like, it's a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
And you were right. Not that we've seen it, but the reviews are in, and apparently it's shockingly shit.
Yeah.
So, good call, mate. We didn't go and see. We're not going to go see that.
Nah, I think there's more important things out there we can see.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to waste your time, do you?
Nah.
Every time you see a shit film, you think, well, that's 2 hours. I could have been watching something great.
And what would make it worse if we'd done it as a review? Not only is it 2 hours of our life that we wasted watching, we got to review the fucking thing.
The review would have been funny. Yeah, and then you go home and I have to sit up and edit it and have to listen to us again talking about it.
Again, the same thing. It was shit. It was shit.
It was shit.
Edit.
That's it for trailers. Yeah. Oh, no, hang on. He's going to say something. He's having a sip of tea.
That's fine. Fine.
You look like you're really going to...
No, I was just having a sip and I took a bit too much.
But you raised your finger like there was another trailer. You bastard. No. Okay, right, back in a bit. Mate, I'm going to ask you first, what have you been up to this week?
Right, basically, I was going to talk some comics, but instead...
Have you been to down to Gobsmack in Horsham? Is that where you normally go?
I went to Gobsmack. I'm not going to talk comics.
Okay. Oh, you're not going to Gobsmack? Go on.
But I did go there this week and picked up a few. You'll see them on my Instagram. Loki Amos. Check out Loki Amos. You can see what I've been picking up. Anyway, basically, I was going to do a comic, but my wife said, "Oh, babe,
can you bring this up one notch?" Sorry, mate. That's it.
Babe, you need to check out this TV series with Stephen Mangan in it from my favourite film, Rush. Well, she hasn't seen Rush, but I'm sure it would be her favourite film if she saw it.
Yeah, I love Stephen Mangan.
He's from Green Wing and stuff like that.
Doesn't he narrate a little kids show about elves in the woods?
What? Is that their fucking...
No,
Ben
not
and
elves.
Holly?
No, maybe. Sorry, mate, go on. Stephen Mangan is in a new TV show, yeah?
Yeah, called Hang Ups.
Right. I need to see this.
She told me about this. said, "You got to check this out." So I said, "Oh, all right." And I enjoyed the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And they were really good. There's 3 episodes been out. The third is not bad, but not the best one out of all 3.
What is it? Comedy?
Yeah, it's a comedy, and it's got loads of British comedians in there, and he's a psychiatrist who's just passed, and he's got people like his wife is Catherine Parkinson.
Yeah.
From IT Crowd, and a few films, like Pirate. Sorry, cut that bit.
Is she in Humans?
I don't know.
I don't know. The ginger girl from IT Crowd.
Yeah, Ginger Bird from IT Crowd. There's a handful of comedians. You had David Tennant in it. You got Richard E. Grant in it.
Yeah. They're not comedians, but they are funny people.
Yeah, so you got all these people in it. Charles Dance,
again.
He's in it.
He was
Game of Thrones, wasn't he?
Yeah. What's he called? Go on, mate, do that, because it's going to piss me off if I don't know his name.
I don't know.
Lannister.
He was a Lannister. He was the father, wasn't he?
Tywin. Tyburn. Oh, we're rubbish at names. But you liked it, yeah?
Yeah, it was good. It's basically he's a psychiatrist, and everything. I like the way it's shot. Everything's done through phones or video calls.
Oh, like split screen?
Yeah, he does a lot of like appointments over the computer.
What, video chat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see it from there, like bloop, and then when it turns off, it cuts a new scene. And it'd be like him on his phone going, "I'm trying to find on his laptop. I'm trying to find my charger. I'm trying to find my charger." Mm-hmm. And he's got a mate trying to set up a website. And he's like, "Oh, check out the website." And he goes on the website and he's like, "Yeah, it's great, but I don't think they need a picture and a description of the creator of the website on here." He's put it underneath the main bloke.
Oh, this sounds like my sort of
So it's quite funny. The first 2 episodes, I was laughing my nut off. I thought it was really good.
What is this, Channel 4 or BBC 2? Or?
It's a Channel 4.
Yeah, good.
It's 30 minutes long. It's 6 episodes, I think. Coming on to
what's it called again?
Hang-Ups.
Hang-Ups. Right.
It's definitely one to check out if you like all this British comedy.
Yeah.
It's funny, entertaining, and I look forward to seeing what they do in the next episode.
Yeah. British comedy, no offence to any other countries, is the best.
Yeah.
It's the funniest.
Definitely. So, Adam, this week, what you been up to?
You might have to do one more notch up again, mate. Am I pissing you off yet with the notch? We've got little notches on our headset mics. They just slowly drop down. There you go. Well, there you go. That's not too high. That's perfect.
Good. So, let me start again. Always interrupted recently. I don't know what it is. It just must be my voice. Do
you like the little socks I've got on these mics?
Yeah. Maybe cool, I keep pushing it because it's in my line of vision.
Yeah, I keep looking at it at the corner of my eye.
It's like
they are called socks, right? Do I sound like a dick? You know, a little thing you put on microphones. Fluffy.
Yeah, it's like a windbreak.
Thing, yeah.
Stops.
What were you saying, mate? I won't interrupt you this time.
It's like you can see... See, like the end of it. Yeah. It's like you can suppose your eyes can see your nose, but you chooses to ignore it. Your brain chooses to ignore it.
Are you talking science now?
No.
You are?
I'm not trying to.
Welcome to the science section with Dr. Mark. Yeah.
Sorry, people, listen to me carefully.
So your brain chooses to ignore your nose?
Nose, yeah, because obviously your eyes can see it because it's in your line of vision all the time.
Is that just because you get so used to it?
If you close,
just used to it.
If you try to look at your nose...
You're doing cross-eyed now.
You can see your nose?
Yeah.
I can't go cross-eyed.
You did just then.
Did I?
Yeah. Well, you've got a new superpower.
Fuck me, I can't wait to get home and show the wife. Babe. So, what have you been up to?
Mate, it doesn't matter what I say now. You're just going to be thinking about crossing your eyes.
So what have you been up to?
I've been up to... There's a new film, Netflix.
Hold on, stop.
Go on.
Whatcha been up to?
Oh, what did you say?
What you been up to?
That's bad. Whatcha, mate. That's the name. Just be strict about it. Psychokinesis.
Okay, where do you see this?
South Korean. Can I just check it is South Korean? Yeah, I saw it on Netflix.
I love Korean films.
Yeah, great. Same here. This was a superhero film, if you can believe it, but not a proper superhero film.
What, not Men in Tights?
No, it was the opposite. It's a bit like, do you remember Hancock?
Yeah, Will Smith.
Where Will Smith, he was like an undeserved sort of superhero. It's a bit like this. There's a girl in trouble. Her dad just gets superpowers from a meteor, and he drinks some spring water. Okay. So she's in trouble in this.
So the meteor hit the water.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I watched this as sort of a funny film, and it is. It's fucking hilarious. If you try and... Because a lot of people slated this film because they took it too seriously. Yeah. Which is a bit sad, which I think is a result of all these sort of superhero universes. They sort of pick films to death. Don't pick it. Just watch it. It's funny. The dad, he's just getting used to this telekinesis powers. and he's rubbish.
Is that where you can move stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, with your mind.
Cool.
And he shit at it, but it's a great story about he's estranged from his daughter, and his daughter, her mum dies because this big sort of government company contractor are trying to evict all these people out of these shops.
Yeah.
So they all sort of banded together and they're trying to fight this corporate entity. It's great because he's a failure of a dad. He's a failure of a man. He's just shit at everything. And at the time he's getting these powers, developing these powers, he the mum dies. He meets his daughter at the funeral. They reconnect. She don't like him. Why would you? He's a bit of a failure, but it's so well done. These Korean films we watch, the emotional beats, the relationships are great. That's what make these films.
Yeah.
And the CGI is pretty cool.
Is there like a proper villain in it?
The villain.
As soon as you say superhero, you always expect to be.
Nah, this isn't This is low stakes. This is not a proper superhero film.
Okay.
It just has superpowers in it.
Okay.
That's
cool.
all. So it's quite. I say it's real. It's just funny. So it's a bit of a comedy.
Is there any like relatability to characters or?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, you understand why this girl doesn't give a shit if he's got superpowers. He's this bastard who left me and my mum. But he just wants to make up for it.
Okay.
And I like the CGI. It's cool.
Okay.
Because he first of all he's moving his lighter.
Yeah.
And then he's accidentally knocking over a plastic chair. And then eventually by the end...
You don't see a little bit of string?
No.
No.
Things float around. It's CGI's not bad. It's good enough. The acting's great. You talk about a villain. The best actor in it... Yeah, Jung Yoo-mi is in it. And she's the director. She's a young girl, gorgeous woman. She's the director of this corporate company that wants to evict all these people and build a massive...
Oh, so she's in it as well as directing it?
Oh no, she's... the director of the company.
Ah, all right. It confused me. And I was like, oh, look, the director. She's a gorgeous woman.
She's not just... Yeah. But she's great because there's this speech about how even with his powers and her money and none of them have any power. The government has the power and all this. So it's quite dark, some of that.
Yeah.
But he's just a funny sort of bumbling idiot who just happens to get superpowers. And I think people should watch it because it's funny and there's some relationship stuff in there. And he's jumping around. He can pretty much fly by the end. And he can't really fly. Do you remember when in Man of Steel when he's just getting his powers?
Yeah.
And he jumps and he falls and he crashes into a mountain.
Yeah.
It's a bit like that, but funnier because it's in a load of traffic and stuff. And a lot of his powers don't make any sense because he'll fall down onto the ground and all these cars will just go. It's very anime, the action scenes.
Okay. I like that kind of stuff.
And there's a bit where he's trying to save his daughter from a crate and he's really struggling to move this crate.
So he's not just got telekinesis, he's got other powers as well?
No, I think it's all telekinesis. So he can move himself related to the ground, so he can kind of fly.
Okay,
and
that's cool.
When he punches people, he doesn't hit them. He punches the air, and like 20 people are just going against the wall. It's really cool.
He's using his powers to push them away. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
it's different.
But it's just the thing is, it's different. It's low
a bit
stakes.
Like I'm going to relate it to a Marvel character. Scarlet Witch. She can move things with her mind.
A bit like that. Talking of Marvel, we saw Infinity War, huge world-changing events. Then we saw Ant-Man, and we enjoyed it because it was very low stakes.
Yeah.
It didn't really have a lot to do with anything. This is very low stakes. That's why I liked it.
Okay, cool.
I recommend it. It's on Netflix now.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, might have to text it to me because I'm not good at spelling. So.
Psychokinesis.
See, I'm always is that a PH? Or is that
do
PS?
you know why I watched it? It's because you were talking about Stephen Hawking killing people with
Stephen Hawking's in this?
No.
Okay. All right.
Oh, he's died, I'm afraid. But yeah, he would have been good in it.
It might have been interesting to see what superpowers.
Yeah, I should explain this in case people haven't heard. I asked Mark to write a film in his head how Stephen Hawking goes around killing people. And you did the whole telekinesis thing. Yeah.
I think that would work really well.
Yeah.
Because no one would suspect a disabled man in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So this film is a cross between Hancock, Will Smith, and Chronicle, I would say. But cool. It's not serious. Give it a watch. Okay, my friend. I always say okay, mate. So I'm going to start saying...
You try different things every week. You notice that?
But every section, I'm like, okay, mate, shall we...
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. We're going to go see...
Okay, the man that I'm related to, not by choice.
Yeah. The man in my house.
Yeah. Hello.
What we see next week?
We are going to see Upgrade. We know that a few other countries have seen this already.
Yeah.
UK are just getting it. So for our UK audience, which is 99% of our audience,
yeah,
we're going to do Upgrade.
Yeah. Look forward to that. Just sign off, mate. How can people get in contact?
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at Choose a Brewcast. And you can send a message, ask any questions you might have about what films you've been watching or what you recommend to other people and we'll talk about on the show. You can download us on tuesdaybrew.com. You can also stream us. You can find us on Spotify, Google Play Music, Google Podcast and iTunes. I know you forgot that one. Also got a YouTube channel where you can watch us, or me, not Mr. Ty Souza, he doesn't want to do it, but unboxing of DVDs of the week. This week I'm doing Ghost Stories, so check out the YouTube video and let me know what you think.
Brilliant. Oh mate, that was painful. I wanted to cut in just to piss you off. You did that in one breath. That's cool. Okay, so we're going to see everyone else. Well, you can listen to us. We won't see you next week for Upgrade.
Yeah, don't forget at Loki Amos,
at Mr. Tyler Solze.
Catch you soon.
See you then.